Yo, 4th of October. Foggy start to the day. Nice start though. Weather's not going to last, unfortunately. Me and Rob came up last night, got the dryer set back up. Let me show you what's going on in here. With all the wet weather came, I don't know what, people were saying different things, but I think in the last 2 weeks there's been 8 inches of rain. And the majority of that came in over 24 hours. They're saying 5 inches fell in 24 hours, and then over the course of the next 2 weeks we've had another 3 inches on top. Still flood water out there, no point even looking at fields, and there's more wet weather on the way. Anyway, you've heard me go on about that enough, but what happened was, I don't know which ditch it was, I think it's this ditch back here, I'm guessing, or this one down here. A couple of ditches there. This all runs away, but it's only got a very short fall on it. Anyway, one of these ditches overfilled, the water came over, and it does have this little rain barrier, and that keeps the rain out. But when you've got so much water coming towards the door, it all went underneath the door, underneath the personnel door, came inside. I'll show you up close. But this here, look at this. So you've got, I don't know what that is, inch thick. It does get thinner. Farmer's been in here, he's had 3 loads out. Luckily they've come to pick some up. That's a pile of rotten corn. I don't know where we'll take that. Farmer's been in here, they've been up and picked, one of Jim's lads has been coming. He's had, I think he's had 4 loads. He's coming for another one today. And basically what we've had to do, hasn't been easy, is Farmer's been scooping over the top, and then we're just sort of brooming back what we can into a heap. Farmer's putting that then onto a little small heap. That's going to go back then through the dryer, just to make sure that there's no more moisture left in it. So we're going to get this cleared up here. This is our pile of rotten. That will be, you know, there's going to be a lot more. It's probably going to be 3 times the size of that by the time we're done. We're not sure how far it goes back. Farmer reckons it's going to go back to this post here. So, but yeah, just you know, you cannot do anything. We are taking precautions for another day, but you won't see this again for another. Farmer reckons you won't see it for another 20 years, but I don't know. This, you know, we've had flooding in this area now 6-7 times. I know we're not alone in it. I know the whole country is affected by it. You know, it's time to start maintaining waterways and getting things sorted. But I don't think they're going to do that anytime soon. Anyway, me and Rob set this up last night. We've got a few little pieces to add to it. This. The intake barrier's got to come down, got to put the shaft on, we've got to get the tub out. Yes, so Farmer is, there'll be another lorry coming. This is all ready to go in the dryer. And as we get back, it is still built up here, but it's getting thinner and thinner as we go back. So we're hoping by the time we get to that beam and that beam, if we can get enough out, we'll get this cleared up so we can put the dry there. Get one corner out so that we can put then the dry back in the heap, and Farmer's going to spend the day up here messing about with it anyway. But you can't leave it. The longer you leave it, the more it affects and the worse it gets. And there's a smell in here. It's you can smell it. It's not the very bad smell of rotten corn, but it's the smell that something's wrong in the shed, if you know what I mean. Very, very annoying. Very time consuming. You know, we've got to set the dryer up. Farm's going to have a day round here with a dryer. You know, we might even have to come up here, sweep the top off so we can get the rotten stuff out, get the stuff back through the dryer, heat it up, cool it back down, get it out, and that will sort it then. But what a job. And the worst thing of all, it's only feed wheat as well, so it didn't make the grade, which is a shame, because it's, yeah, you get a premium on the milling grade. And it fell short of that, and that was just down to wet weather as well. Wet weather in the winter, followed by no sunshine in the flowering stage of the plant, equals low grade wheat. We've only got 2 days of dry weather, and then this thing's got to be put away again because it's coming wet again. I think we're in for another wet week, and our hopes of drilling are really rock bottom at the minute. We put the drill away last night. Farmer is convinced we're not even going to get anything in. I'm a little bit more hopeful, but if we don't have 2 dry weeks at least minimum, once I don't know, the guys are saying they're holding the water back up and not letting it drain through. One of the villages is still underwater. It's been, on Monday, it would have been 2 weeks since it started raining. And you look around the place, there's everywhere else, it looks, I don't know, there's poor management in the water courses at the moment. And it's madness. They keep building in the town. All the town's water comes right the way through this area. And that one field is 70 acres. That's where we were going to plant wheat. That field is underwater, one end to the other. So God knows when we're going to be able to get on that. Anyway, we've got a few bits of machinery up here. Me and Robbo took spears out last night. We've got a few little things to do. We're going to get set up ready so Farmer can just crack on and hopefully get that squared up and it doesn't go too far back into the shed, but you don't know until you've got right the way back through it yet. She's all set up, ready to go. Pretty straightforward. Once you've set it up a couple of times, you've got to do it in a certain order, but once you've done it a couple of times, it's actually straightforward. Just hooking the PTO shaft and a little mouse ran out of the end of the shaft across my hand. Anyway, we're going to leave Farmer to it. He's going to come up and do it. We might not be here, so he will sort out everything. Yeah, anything that needs drying again, he's going to run through the dryer and then put to the side, and hopefully maybe by the end of the day, I don't know how many he's going to dry in there. We only used this once this year. Basically, you load it from the front, it goes up the center, and then it drops in around the outside, and then you flip the lever. Once you have to wait for it to fill. Once it fills to the cone, you can turn the burner on, get the heat going, and then you keep filling it up, and then you wait until it gets around to the top, flip the lever, and then it turns to recirculating then, and it just keeps going over and over. It then heats up the grain to what you've set it at. Usually sets it at 40 degrees, something like that. And then once the grain hits that temperature, it shuts the burner off, and then you're starting to cool it back down. You don't want hot grain going back in the grain store. So it then cycles, it just blows the fan through it, cools the grain back down. And yeah, you've got to have a tractor on the front. So you've got diesel with the tractor, you've got diesel with the dryer, but it's in tricky harvest conditions, it's a no-brainer. So farmers always keen to get going, you know, as early as possible, because you just do not know what's coming around the corner. And anyway, me and Robbo set her up this time. This is good. It's the first time we set her up, isn't it? 25 tons it holds. It'll do 25 tons, and it takes about 2 hours per cycle, depending on moistures and stuff like that. But if you're at 17, I think it's about 2 hour cycle. Pretty good. It allows you to even if you have a cloudy day, the moisture's out there at 17 or 18, you can go combining for a day, stick it in a wet shed, and then you know, as long as it's not bucketing down with rain, you can dry in the rain. It's no issues. If it's just mizzly and spitting about, you can still dry. So it just keeps you going when some days you can't. So farmers always keen to get it going, but it is expensive. You know, you don't want to be, if you're guaranteed 2 weeks of 30-degree weather, you know, don't go drying it for fun. So you just got to manage it a little bit. Is that because that straw's super heavy?
It's damp in the middle.
Oh, I hope not. It's a smart wagon, isn't it? I don't know how many loads he's been in for already. He's been in for a hell of a lot. What load's this, Ed? How many loads you been in for now?
This week?
This is no.
One this week.
Is it? Oh, flipping now.
Yeah.
And you get under the wires like that? You get under everything?
Yeah.
Do you have to measure it with your stick? Or do you just know?
We've measured it, 16.6 there now.
Yeah.
Which is on the limit.
Is it? Does that get close?
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't give you the heebie-jeebies?
Oh, it's fine.
You've done it before?
Go fast enough, don't slow down.
Oh man.
Look to the future.
Yeah. That hay's nice, isn't it? Beautiful. Off to Wales. Back to Wales with that one. With how many horsepower is on your lorry? 660?
Yeah.
Look at that. Do they do a bigger one than that? They do a 700?
770.
770, yeah. You sleep in there as well?
Yeah, I've been out 3 nights this week.
Have you?
Yeah.
Do you get paid to sleep out?
Yeah.
Do you? Can't be bad, can it?
No.
Away from the kids,
Yeah, exactly.
getting paid.
Netflix and chill, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong job. There we go. How long will that take you to get back?
5 hours now.
5 hours?
Yeah.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
bloody hell, that's a fair trip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that an air tank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one either side. I think there's two the other side.
Is this used for something like really heavy usually?
Yeah, we use it for moving machines and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
Does it have steering axle?
2 steering axles on
Does
the
it?
back, trailing axles,
Yeah.
and then it stretches 6 meters as well, longer than that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Where does it stretch from?
It'll open here.
Oh bloody hell, yeah. How does that work then? How does it stay, how do your pipes and all that stay?
They're all inside the chassis.
Yeah.
They're on like a rail, so all the way to the back and back up again. So as it opens, they sort of unfold on tracking.
Yeah. Do you have to keep an eye on them?
No,
No.
it's all inside steel work.
Yeah.
There's nothing to touch, there's
Oh,
nothing
right.
to see. All the lights and everything carry on.
Yeah. Has it got wide steps to come out as
Yeah,
well?
it's got outriggers on it.
Yeah. Would you carry like a combine on there or?
Yeah,
You
carry
would?
combine, I move excavators,
Yeah.
everything. I do a couple of these wetland management excavators. They're like 14 foot wide.
Yeah.
So
What would that hold? What's your capacity on that?
I can carry 42 ton on top of that trailer.
Oh, and you've got a you have to have special license for that,
The lorry's got a special license. It's got to be Stag 02.
Stag 02.
Yeah, STG 02.
And that's a special license to carry extra weight.
Well, it's a special types. So you've got to have so much rated axles
Yeah.
to carry that load. That's why it's on a 4-axle trailer.
Yeah.
So they're 10 ton each.
And when you're carrying that sort of load, are you limited then where you
40
can
mile an
go? You're 40 miles an hour, and are you limited by roads?
Yes, yeah.
So
You
you
have
can-
to do a movement order. Takes 3 days to get one of them, and you have to notify all the council and all police forces of anything that you're over width, over height, over length, and overweight, basically.
Yeah. Good to know. What you got on there now? How many we got on?
52 packs.
52.
Yeah,
Let me know.
yeah.
You strap every layer and then a cross on the back, or you don't have a cross?
Yeah, no, cross in the back.
A cross on the
every layer.
Yeah.
It's supposed to now have 2 straps on the front bay, 2 straps on the back bay, and then 1 strap on every.
Really?
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. But you'll never put 2 straps on that.
No, you wouldn't get it on there, would you?
But you've got crosses on there. They're classed as additional strapping now.
Yeah. Me and Robert have got cows to feed this morning, but that chap's been in and out this summer. Yeah, he was a new contact for Farmer last year or the year before, but yeah, couldn't ask for a better contact than that. Super reliable. They do what they say they're going to do, and they pay you for what they have as well. And it's all up. Oh, it's just beautiful. Farmer loves it. We let him have whatever he wants because it's just so easy. Yeah, he's got a load. You know, he'll be in and out all over winter picking bales up. They got a load to pick up. So it's our new grass lay. It was coming on to be a damn near perfect setup, and then we had all the rain, and look what the rain's done on top of this. It's made little channels across the it's still soft, you know. You dare come across it with the rolls now, but look where something's been walking across it. Like, I don't know what that is. Looks like something heavy, like a cow or something, doesn't it? Anyway, it's all there, you can see it. Farmer drilled this one 2 ways. He said they always used to drill grass 2 ways. So in the drill, we shut the rate down by half. So he drilled it normally the first time, and then second time he crossed it. So he's gone once that way, and it would have been, and I mean perfect. Whether these channels will stay forever, I imagine the rolls will set them out in the spring, you know, get rid of them. But grass is ever so fine, so you know, we've had all that water, so that held it back. That didn't help things. It was just sprouting when that started. What's this here? Look, what's that? Don't know what that is. Anyway, it's ever so soft on here, so I'm gonna get off. yes, even where it's laid wet, there's still a plant there, so it should be really good. The drain we found was in the bottom corner, so I might go and get the truck and have a look at that. I imagine it'll be fine. We'll get the rolls on these in the spring and we'll try and roll them out, and it'll still be a picture, I think. Look where the water sort of came across the field down this end. It was like little rivers running across the field. Oh man, such a shame. We drilled a load of grass for a neighbour, scheme grass. It's starting to green up, but I don't know how it'll do for him in the end. It laid, literally one field laid a lake for 2 or 3 days, and no, 1.5 fields laid lakes for a long time. So we'll just have to see if it comes up, and we'll just have to see. It's just such a shame for him, because we spent a lot of time and effort getting that in, just like we did with this. Farmers, you know, we spent all summer knocking it down, getting it level. It was an ironing board, went in perfect, and the coverage was perfect. You can see by that, if it just wouldn't have, I think it'll still be a picture next year. What we drilled last year, our new lay last year over at Peter's farm, didn't look like that to start with. You know, it looked worse than that, and that came perfect in the end. So I've got high hopes for that still. But the double drilling definitely showed up to be a much better work job of getting your coverage in. So that was noticeable. We're back at the grain store. If you remember, we were last here. There was a layer of rotten corn where the water had come in and got under the wheat pile. Farmer came up. Me and Robbo set the dryer up for him. Farmer came up. I explained at the time what was going to happen. Anyway, he sort of skimmed off the top. There have been a few lorries in and out, so we managed to clear a bit out, as well as get rid of all the rotten. Took him most of the day, actually. The stuff laid just above the rotten stuff, that'd go through the dryer and just be dried down, but I think he had 3 or 4 loads drying. Anyway, we're back to square one. There's a nice smell in here again. Smells like bread again in here. But what a job it was. It didn't come back to this post. It came back halfway again. So he's had to move all of that. A lot of it went back through the dryer just to make sure everything in there is now at 13%. So we, yeah, bit more happy now, because you just couldn't leave it. You had to do something with it. And luckily they moved some with a lorry. So I think 4 or 5, maybe even 6 lorries gone out. It's all dry again, it's all back to normal. All the rotten stuff's gone. There's about 6 tons in the end, I think, roughly 5 to 6 tons of rotten. And we've been and collected some sandbags, kindly donated to us, for in the future. If it rains like that again, we'll just whip over here, get the sandbags put in front. You know, on top of bringing all the cows in, it was just another real big hard kick to the nat. So not ideal, but grain dryer's put away. Yeah, and it's all back to square. It just makes you feel so much better knowing nothing's wrong in here now. It can all be loaded on lorry. It's only feed wheat, but that still doesn't matter. You do not want rotten corn underneath. It would make the whole pile go bad. So anyway, sorted. Farmer did most of it, to be fair. Me and Robert just set the dryer up and give him a hand taking the dryer back down. But yeah, a lot of effort to rectify that. That was a pain in the butt. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I think we're due for another little wet spell this week, which is just going to hinder our drilling plans again, but we'll see. I went up to Alistair's last night. You could walk on top, but it was wet underneath, so who knows. Whether we'll get drilling again is yeah, it's up to the weather, unfortunately. If we get another 3 weeks of wet, I think that'll be it. That'll be very much no go. So there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.